Verse 3. Jesus said, "If those spiritual leaders who claim to guide you say, 'Look, the kingdom of God is in the heavens,' then the birds will reach it before you. If they say, 'It is in the depths of the sea,' then the fish will find it first. But the truth is, the kingdom is already within you and all around you. When you truly come to understand yourself, you will awaken to your divine nature and the truth will recognize you as its own. You will see that you are children of the living God. But if you fail to recognize your true self, you will remain trapped in spiritual poverty, and that poverty will define your existence." How to discover the kingdom within. One of the greatest misconceptions is believing that divine truth exists somewhere outside of ourselves, hidden in distant heavens or buried deep in the material world. Jesus refutes this illusion, urging us to turn inward, for the kingdom of God is not a physical place, but a state of being. It is already present, within and around us, waiting to be realized. This teaching closely parallels Krishna's wisdom in the Bhagavad Gita. The yogi who is established in union with the divine sees the Supreme Soul in all beings and all beings within the Supreme Soul. Such a person sees everything with equal vision. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 32. Krishna further assures, "I am the Self, O Arjuna, seated in the hearts of all creatures. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings." Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 20. Just as Krishna emphasizes that the Supreme Being is never distant, but always present within the heart, Jesus invites us to recognize that the kingdom of God is not external, but an ever-present reality, accessible through self-realization and divine consciousness. The truth of spiritual equality, the image of God beyond these material distinctions. Self-knowledge is the key to awakening. To truly know oneself is not merely to understand the personality or identity shaped by the world, but to perceive one's eternal nature as a divine being. Jesus is not placing himself above others, but revealing that all are created equally in the spiritual image of God. This divine identity transcends physical distinctions such as intelligence, gender, race, or creed. As Krishna states, the humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater, outcast. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, verse 18. Just as Krishna teaches that true wisdom dissolves material distinctions, Jesus affirms that we are all equally divine, not by external qualifications, but by our eternal connection to the divine. This is the shift from illusion to truth, from blindness to vision, recognizing that the kingdom of God is not reserved for a select few, but is accessible to all who seek to know their true spiritual self. The importance of liberating yourself from dogma and institutionalized religion. When we recognize our divine origin, the universe itself acknowledges us, for we are no longer bound by ignorance. We realize we are not separate from God, but deeply connected like rays of the sun to their source. Jesus calls upon us to abandon the constraints of institutionalized religion, dogma, ritual, and external authority, and instead embark on an inward journey of self-realization. He does not position himself as greater than anyone else, but as a guide showing that we are all equally remnants of the divine, created not in a physical sense, but in the spiritual image of God. How to break free from illusion? This realization dissolves the false, miserable reality imposed by the material world, revealing the absolute truth beyond illusion. As Krishna states, when a sensible man ceases to see different identities due to different material bodies and he sees how beings are expanded everywhere, he attains to the Brahman conception. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, verse 31. To see things as they truly are, one must detach from worldly distractions and seek personal salvation within. When one attains true knowledge of the Absolute, the veil of illusion is lifted, and reality is seen in its full divine clarity. Without this inner awakening, one may possess all material wealth and recognition, yet remain in deep spiritual poverty.